Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for being here. My name is Rebecca Williams, and this is my beautiful family, as you can see on the screen. That is my husband, Casey, and our beautiful son, Rhett, and our dog, Tank. They are the joys of our life. Um, and so, just a little bit about me. So, we live in Nashville, Tennessee, like I mentioned, but we're originally from Southern California, and we were both born and raised there. My husband, Casey, actually raced mountain bikes professionally, and he took our whole food nutrition the entire time. And before meeting my husband, Casey, I was in nursing school, and actually, for like the first year or a couple of years of us dating, I was still in nursing school, but um, so my background, yeah, I was in nursing school for 4 years, and in 2016, I lost my right ovary from an ovarian cyst. It was sudden. I had no idea that it was going to happen. I was 20 years old, and after that, I experienced extreme hormonal dysfunction. I was overweight. I had chronic fatigue, super anxious and depressed. I acquired polycystic ovarian syndrome, migraines constantly, hormonal acne. I was sick every 3 months. It was horrible. Like, seriously, I had sinus infection every 3 months. It was so bad. But then 2 years later, I met my husband, Casey, and he told me about the whole food nutritional products that he had taken for 20 years. And when he first mentioned them, I kind of laughed in his face. I was like, I've never taken a vitamin in my life. Like, I'm not going to take vitamins. This is ridiculous. But I was actually so desperate that his mom sat down with me after 3 trips to the ER and explained all the products to me. And all of the science from the company totally made sense with what I had learned in nursing school. The science was there, the clinical studies were there, the evidence based practices were there. And it just was the first time I had actually learned about a product that made sense. And it was something that I wanted to take. And so I started taking it. Within 3 months, I had a normal menstrual cycle for the first time in years. My acne started clearing up. I lost 30 pounds. My fatigue went away. My chronic migraines went away. I got sick less and less. And my hair started growing back. It was like a whole new world for me. It was amazing. So after that, I took the products. We still take them. It's been 4 years, but we got pregnant right away with our son, Rhett. And that was a blessing because with my one ovary, we weren't sure how that process was going to be, but literally got married and 2 weeks later got pregnant. And now he is a year and a half years old. So we are super blessed. I now am on a mission to help other women with their health and their hormones and their husbands and their babies. But mainly women's health is like my jam. I love women's health. I quit nursing school to pursue this business full time. And we have been so blessed to be able to share internationally with customers in the UK and Canada. And our team is growing very big, and we are so thankful because we are changing lives. We are literally ending the trend of chronic illness. So super, super grateful to be here tonight sharing our story with you. So just a little bit of stats and science. I like to go through and kind of just share a lot of things that some people don't realize about health in the public health field. So I actually should mention that I just got my degree in public health and math and science. So I finally finished school after getting married and having a baby. But I like to look at stats and science because it's important for me to see the proof in the pudding, right? So 7 out of 10 deaths are caused by chronic illness, according to the National Institute of Health and the CDC. So this is a huge statistic. So 70% of deaths are literally caused by chronic illness. 1.7 million Americans are dying each year from chronic illness. And I'm sure those numbers have gone up since COVID. 47.6 million Americans are formally diagnosed with a mental illness. Mental health is huge now. I mean, and that is directly correlated to our gut health. So there's so many things we need to fix in our diet, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. 1 in 10 people ages 75 or older have Alzheimer's or dementia. And the CDC has stated that 3 out of 4 deaths are lifestyle related. So as Americans, we are what we eat, right? Like, this is the standard American diet on the left, and this is what we should be eating on the right. We have the lowest consumption of true whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and omega-3s. Out of all of the countries, we are the lowest in every single category. So this is detrimental to our health, and we're seeing it in these numbers. Another statistic that's kind of crazy is 75% of US adults take supplements, but yet chronic illness is still on the rise, and 70% or more of us have a chronic illness. So something's not right here. We're like, the supplements we're taking obviously aren't working. And I saw these last two statistics a lot in nursing school. This broke my heart because almost every single patient that I had lost a limb from diabetes. And it was something so new to me back then. And now I see it even more. But every 30 seconds, someone loses a limb from diabetes. And I believe that because genuinely so many patients were missing their arm, their foot, their leg. I mean, it's truly tragic. And 96 million people ages 18 or older, that's young, 18 or older, have prediabetes. So we are struggling metabolically, but who can we trust, right? I mean, we look at supplement headlines on the news: prohibited, unlisted, dangerous ingredients, 6 toxic ingredients in your vitamin you probably didn't know about, hidden harmful ingredients. And there was a study actually that went from 2007 to 2016, where over 700 products were studied, and they found that they were marketed as dietary supplements, yet they contained hidden active ingredients that were deemed unsafe and unstudied. So the FDA is not regulating these companies that are just putting out supplements. There's warning labels, there's harmful side effects. And so it lands us like 75% of Americans take supplements, but yet we're all very chronically sick. So when I look at a supplement, there's 5 key criteria that I always go through when I'm looking at a supplement. And I didn't know this 4 years ago, but I wish I did. And so this is something that I share with people because it is so important for you to be able to leave this presentation knowing how to evaluate a supplement and knowing what to take. And we're going to give you both of those today. So the first one is it whole food based? So this means, oops, I'm so sorry. This means, what is, okay. Yeah. So are the ingredients from the human food chain? Are they just natural? So are they like duck feathers, algae, tree bark? I mean, these are things like sheep wool. These are things that they're putting into our supplements that are being called natural, even going as far as human hair, natural in our protein, our supplements, and they're being sold at generic supplement stores. So we want to know, are they whole food based? Is it in the human food chain? Is it consumable by humans? Credible science. Does this company work with strategic partnerships to ensure the safety of the product? Do they have evidence-based practices that have been studied on humans, not animals like rats or bunnies, like actual humans taking the product, that are being proven clinically to boost your immune system, to boost your cellular health, to boost, like to increase and improve your gut health? These are things we want to look at. And a lot of companies claim to have clinical studies backing them up, but the evidence-based is what we want to look for, because clinical studies can be anything. A lot of doctors are paid a lot of money to represent these supplement companies, and our company takes matters into our own hands, and we pay thousands and thousands of dollars to have third-party independent studies done to ensure that these products are actually working. So we're investing our money back into making sure that those are, good and safe for us, and that we're working with reputable companies. So integrity, this one is huge for me because a lot of supplements, they put a ingredient on the label, but then what's actually inside of it is not what it actually is. So this is huge. Integrity, honesty with the company. Do they have a pharmaceutical license? We have a third party pharmaceutical license in our company. So we have oversight saying, okay, so what's in this vitamin is going to be on the label. And this is super important because, again, this industry is not regulated by any means. And so we need to make sure that there are people that are regulating it for us and making sure that they're safe. Longevity. So how long has the company been around? Is that original person that created the company, do they still own it, or have they sold off to be publicly traded? to someone else who's compromising the quality of the product, right? So we want to look at longevity. We want to look at, you know, lawsuits. Does the company have any lawsuits? Are there any red flags, like, the dangerous warning labels on there? Do they have a bad reputation? I mean, these are all things longevity wise that play a huge role into looking at a supplement, because this is a big deal. This is something we're putting into our body, right? I don't take that lightly after my health scare and nearly dying. I don't take that lightly. I want to make sure that what I'm putting into my body is true whole foods and it's safe for me. So longevity is huge, and our company has been around for nearly over 65 years. So, and the product guarantee, when looking at this, does the company have the best interest for the consumer, or are they caught up in nutritional fads and creating products to benefit from consumerism, or are they actually like guaranteeing that the product's going to work for you? And are they offering the customer their full money back? Like, for example, we have a 90-day money back guarantee. You can take the product for literally 90 days, up to 90 days, and get your full money back if after 3 months you are not happy with it. So I don't know of any other companies that actually do that. A lot of them, they charge you for shipping, they give you a roundabout, it's just, we have that customer guarantee because we want to make sure that we have your best interest in mind. So those are the 5 key criteria, and you're going to learn tonight why Neolife meets all of those criteria. So like I said before, health solutions since 1958, over 60 years. This is huge. I don't know any other company that has been around for 60 years and has the same ownership. It is a family business, and the owners are the most down-to-earth Christian people I've ever met in my whole entire life. They are phenomenal. And a lot of people go, 65 years, how have we never heard of Neolife? Like, this is crazy, That's a good thing, because we are still on a mission to end the trend of chronic illness, and we need your help. So we have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. This is huge. We work under the regulations of the FDA. So this is a big deal. We are established in over 50 countries. Like I mentioned before, we have customers in the UK, we have customers in Canada. It's really fun to be able to share these worldwide. We are the industry's pioneer in nutrition. And when I say that, I genuinely mean, like, we paved the way for supplementation to be what it is today. So we actually went to Congress in the 1950s. We fought, or the 60s, I think, we fought for the bill to be passed for us to be able to take supplements over the counter, because before you had to get them prescribed to you by a doctor. And we actually went to Congress. We fought for the right to be able to purchase supplements over the counter. Isn't that pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool. So if it wasn't for Neolife, we wouldn't be able to take vitamins over the counter. We have the most respected scientific research team in the world. They haven't been paid out. They're not, their reputation's on the line. Like, those degrees that they hold, those letters next to their name, that's a huge deal. And if they compromise the ingredients and the integrity of our product, they compromise their entire career. They have families that they work for, right? To provide for their families. This is a huge deal. These are real people. Like I said, we use the finest whole food ingredients to end the trend of chronic illness. So the finest whole food ingredients from around the world to give us the best products. And like I mentioned before, we have strategic partnerships with prestigious public journals around the world. For example, like the New England Journal of Medicine, Texas A&M, the National Cancer Institute, and way more that I'm not even mentioning here. This is the Scientific Advisory Board. The founder of this scientific advisory board was Dr. Arthur First, and he was actually the pioneer in cancer research and toxicology. He wrote the Clean Water Act for the state of California, and he's the first toxicologist to go from cancer research to finding out what's actually giving these rats cancer and going, okay, well, if we change this and we supplement with true whole foods, we can reverse, chronic illness by what we put into our body. And so he created the world's first supplement that was clinically proven to increase the white blood cell count and increase the immune system by just like 6 weeks by 68%. I mean, huge supplement. So these are the amazing people that make our products. I've met most of them. A lot of them actually live in Europe, which is really cool. And yeah, they're actively working in the field. They have published studies. They are highly respected in the science world. So We know that there's 3 keys to optimal health, and Neolife helps with all 3 of these. So we know that diet, physical activity, and weight management are the key to health. And this is something that most Americans are really lacking. So Neolife comes in and bridges that gap with Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality is a box of 30 little packets with a carotenoid complex, a threonine grain concentrate, a multivitamin, and an omega-3 salmon oil plus. So we're going to go through all of those. And then we're going to go through the second product that we actually use as well to bridge the gap of the protein deficiency that most Americans have. So first things first, this is my favorite product because threonine grain concentrates was actually created by a doctor in the 1950s whose wife was struggling with rheumatoid arthritis. She was in chronic pain, and this was around the time when bread was starting to be processed. And so essentially, they were removing the grain oils from the bread because, when you make bread, you grind the wheat, make flour, and those oils are in the flour. Well, when you strip those oils, the bread stays longer on the shelf. It doesn't go rancid because we know that after 72 hours, when you make fresh bread, it's bad. It goes moldy, it's rancid, you can't eat it. So threonine grain concentrates, this doctor went, oh, well, if my wife isn't getting the true whole grains and lipids and sterols that she needs, then I should create a supplement that's going to help with that, right? So he creates the supplement, totally reverses her rheumatoid arthritis. And the founder of Neolife, Jerry Brassfield, which I'm so sorry, I forgot to introduce him. I had a slide with his picture on there, and I don't know why it's not on there anymore. I'm so sorry. He is phenomenal. He's actually from Northern California, and he struggled with allergies his whole life, like severe allergies. Like he almost died. And so he wanted to create a supplement company with whole food ingredients. And he found people like the Scientific Advisory Board brought them all together to create these amazing products. Okay, back to threonine grain concentrate. So Jerry Brassfield wanted to acquire this product because the doctor, he trademarked it, and nothing happened with it. And so it's just sitting around. And so Jerry Brassfield acquired this product, and it was Neolife's first product. So it was clinically proven by Texas A&M to improve nutrient utilization by over 60% in just 8 weeks. So this is huge because this means that when we take these lipids and sterols, you can kind of see on the right there, our cells get very unhealthy. They get wavy, nutrients can't get in, waste can't get out. And that's where we feel fatigued. That's where we feel drained. That's where we get sick often. We just kind of feel yuck. And so when we take these, our adrenal glands are like, oh my goodness, we have nutrition. This is amazing. We're going to get the nutrients in and the waste out, and we're going to start working properly. So I actually have something right here that I forgot to bring down from my presentation. And it's actually the process of how wheat and bread is processed. And so you can see here, it starts as the whole wheat berry, right? Which I have these in my cupboard. I make my own bread, and it has the process. And this is the grain oils, and they strip these to make all-purpose white flour, right? Because we know with the oil in it, it's brown like this. So this is essentially what threonine grain concentrates are. Pretty cool, huh? So I like showing that because it kind of gives people a visual of oh, this is a legit thing, right? Okay, moving on to the next product. So the second product in the Pro Vitality pack is the carotenoid complex. This is a powerhouse for your immune system. So this was the product I was referring to. This was clinically proven by the USDA. They took our product separately. We did not ask them to do this, but they took our product and they wanted to test it and see if it worked. And so they proved in a blood test. They took blood before and they took blood after, and they found that the white blood cell count actually increased in just 20 days by 37%. This is huge. So this was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and this was presented at the New York Academy of Sciences, and it's actually patented. It has its own website and everything. Added benefits to this is heart health, of course, anti-aging, and optimal cellular defense, so against free radicals that were environmental toxins that we're exposed to every single day. And in every box of Pro Vitality, it has 80 pounds of raw fruits and vegetables in every box. So this is one of my favorite products. This is the reason we literally get sick maybe once or twice a year. It's phenomenal, especially coming from someone like me who struggled with chronic sinus infections every 3 months, because that's miserable. No one should ever have to go through that. So the third product in our Pro Vitality is the omega-3. This is a salmon oil plus, and you're probably thinking, oh, another salmon oil. Okay. So ours is very unique. And this is the thing about Neolife. You'll notice that when we put a supplement together, it has the entire family of that supplement. So the Train and Grain Concentrate has all three, oh my gosh, brain fart, all three true whole grains, right? That are essential. That's the word I was looking for. Essential whole grains for our health. Like we need those. The carotenoid complex has 15 different beta carotenes, essential beta carotenes that are clinically proven to boost the immune system. So our salmon oil has all 8 omega-3s. This is huge. So we do 3 different types of fish to get the salmon oil plus, right? And we test for over 200 different contaminants. We have 0 warning label on our product. So pregnant women, nursing women can take this product, which usually that's not the case with salmon oil pluses because there's high mercury and there's heavy metals found in them. So this one was clinically proven to decrease the inflammatory index in the body by 68% in 6 weeks. Literally the most amazing product because I had a knee surgery and I used to get chronic migraines. And I swear this product has completely helped with my joint pain, my migraines. I haven't had one in 4 years, and this product is wonderful. And it also is cardioprotective. So it was clinically proven to reduce triglycerides by 17%, and it improved the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio by 43%. This is a huge deal. We're filling the gap in that diet. And the fourth one is the essential vitamin and mineral. It has 21 different vitamins and minerals. So just this packet alone is filled with tons of nutrients, tons of stuff to fill the gap of your daily diet. Now, the second way that Neolife is filling the gap of our diet, along with hundreds of our products that we have, is the protein. And protein, a lot of people get confused about protein. They think that muscle builders need protein. Oh, well, if I'm not working out, then I don't need protein. Actually, protein is like the #1 deficiency upon Americans. So, and people in general, we need protein. It is so crucial for so many different things, and we'll learn about that in a second. Our protein has 18 grams, 25 vitamins and minerals, 22 amino acids. It's non-GMO, beyond organic, gluten-free, lacto-vegetarian, cholesterol-free, and 5 grams of heart-healthy fiber, clinically proven by the American Heart Association. So this is a huge deal. We look at protein, and a lot of people despise protein shakes. They think they're horrible, but ours is absolutely delicious. And my favorite part is because we have all 22 amino acids, this is going to help our hormones. This is going to help our blood sugar regulation, our immune system, muscle repair, muscle building. This can help with weight management, so many different things. But the best part is that it's safe for babies my son's age that are like a year and a half to the geriatric age. So this is safe for everyone. You can take this while you're pregnant. You can take it while you're nursing without fearing the safety of your child or your children or your family. Like this is not something that has added things in it like stimulants for muscle builders or whatever. This is just an everyday protein that is so beneficial to our health. So we are also the only people that have, or company, not people, all 22 amino acids. This is a huge deal. So like I said before, why are amino acids important? Digestive enzymes, which help in digestion, antibodies to fight infection and disease, hormone regulation, collagen production. A lot of people supplement with collagen. They take like a collagen powder, but they don't realize that when you actually have all 22 amino acids, your body starts regenerating and creating its own collagen. So it's pretty cool. And blood sugar regulation. This is great for diabetics if they have blood sugar issues, or women with polycystic ovarian syndrome who struggle with insulin resistance. This is a huge deal. My girls love these protein shakes. So we already learned what's inside, but what's not inside is artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. There's 0 high fructose corn syrup. And yes, companies put that in their protein to make it taste better. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, cholesterol and saturated fat-free, 90% lactose-free. And the thing about our protein is we don't have those inflammatory seed oils like vegetable oil, canola oil, different things like that that really do drive inflammation through the roof. And I'm so thankful that our company takes careful precaution to not use those things. And soybean oil, that's a huge one too, that a lot of people use, highly, highly inflammatory. So we know that it's been clinically proven by the American College of Nutrition for weight loss, body fat reduction, lowered BMI. It's been proven to protect the heart, reduce LDLs, which is the bad cholesterol, and improve the HDL to LDL ratio, which is all the good ones. So this is a huge deal. And you can see the publish right here. So we have products for truly everybody. We do have a special protein for people who like to put on a little bit more muscle, We have a 3-day detox. We've got organic skincare that goes by the European Cosmos standard for Beyond Organic, and it is the most amazing skincare in the whole entire world. We have wonderful cleaning products that are safe for your children. There's this joke that some of the people say that if they accidentally drink the LDC, the worst they'll have is bubble farts. Because truly it's so safe that if someone accidentally, inhales it or ingest it, it's okay because it's not going to hurt them like a normal Lysol or something would, right? So we truly have something for everyone. We have amazing products. This is literally just a quarter of them. But enough from me and about my experience with the products and my excitement. These are a few of my friends. This is John and Jen Winter, and they are actually our most recent Neolife Challenge winners. And John lost 58 pounds using the breakfast pack, which is what we just learned about. So the breakfast pack is the protein and the Pro Vitality, and we group it together to call it the breakfast pack. And it's designed to give you one shake every single morning to start your day off, on the right foot. You get to take your vitamins and your protein shake every single day for less than $5 a day. It's pretty incredible. So Jen Winter lost 52 pounds and 12 inches. And I have to note that she actually had a severe shoulder surgery in the middle of her challenge, and she still lost 52 pounds. So this was not being active. This was just implementing the breakfast pack, doing some light walking, and really truly just filling those gaps in her diet. It's amazing what your hormones in your body do when they recognize these whole food nutrients, and they're like, oh, okay, we know what to do. So this is another friend of mine, Shandell. She lost over 100 pounds in 13 months. And I want to note the 13 months. When you're looking to lose that amount of weight, it does take time. A lot of people are looking for a quick fix, but that's not the case with us. We're not about quick fixes. This is something that takes time to heal your body from the inside out. And sometimes the damage has been over a course of 20 years, maybe 30 years. Well, that's going to take a little bit longer for some people, So I try to remind people of that. And this is our other friend. He lost 251 pounds in 26 months. Crazy. He is the sweetest man ever. Love him. And I love you can just tell the confidence in their faces with their after photos. It just truly makes me so happy. These are more of my friends. This is my friend Kimmy. She's one of my UK customers, and her husband dealt with infertility for over a year. And she actually struggled with polycystic ovarian syndrome. She found me on Instagram, and we started her on the products. And within 3 months, she was pregnant with their little baby. He is now 13 months old, and he is the cutest. His name is Luca. And these are just some other customer testimonies that I love to share with people, because something just as simple as the breakfast pack helped me get my iron and energy levels back to normal. This is huge. Maybe you're not struggling with infertility. Maybe you're not struggling with, losing 100 pounds, but maybe you are low on your iron and maybe your energy levels are totally tanked out. This can help you with that. I love the Pro Vitality packs and the shakes because they're easy and fun to change up. The shakes are our go-to for something quick and easy on our busy days. I haven't had a migraine in weeks. I stopped drinking Red Bull completely. I don't feel so drained. I'm a believer. I love that. And then the testimony on the left here, after a year and a half of trying to get pregnant and losing a baby, which I don't take lightly. They were finally pregnant with their Neolife baby, their rainbow baby, 12 weeks along. And she just had her baby literally 3 weeks ago. Like, this is a huge deal. She just had her baby. Baby is healthy. Mom is healthy. This is my passion. I don't know if you can tell, but I absolutely love helping people feel their best. It is so rewarding. So that is my presentation, and that is our amazing products and our amazing company. I hope that you learned something tonight. I hope that it was beneficial for you to get on and to learn about our products. And so now I want to open it up to you, Lynn, if you have any questions that you may have written down or something that you thought of during the presentation that you wanted to bring up, this would be your chance to do it. So take it away.
Well, I don't really have anything. Mia was over the other night and started talking about this, and my daughter was interested in it, but she's at school, so I'm listening for her.
Okay, perfect. How old is your daughter?
She's 26.
Okay.
She is a preschool teacher, and she struggles with tonsillitis. And so we're trying to figure out just what we need to do for her to be able to continue to be a preschool teacher and not be sick all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to be sick all the time. That's horrible. Like I said, I dealt with that for literally like 2 years. So.
And she told me she's taking vitamin C vitamins, right?
Yeah, she's vitamin C. I had a zinc spray that she was using, and she, of course, now can't find that. So I don't think she's using that anymore. So but she does take vitamin C.
Oh, okay. Do you know what company? Have you guys ever looked at the ingredients on it or looked at some of the criteria for it?
The reason we got it was because a friend of mine says the first time she gets a sore throat, she sprays it and it takes care of it. And right off the top of my head, I can't even tell you what the name of it is.
Okay.
But I know we got
it at
those sprays
can work really good. Yeah, some of those sprays can be really good for just temporary, but something long term, she's going to want to definitely boost her immune system. So honestly, for her, because she is so young and our body is so quick to bounce back at this age, I would honestly just recommend the breakfast pack for her, because even just filling in the protein deficiencies and using that Pro Vitality every single day, she might see some really awesome results. And if you wanted to, you could add in our Super C supplement as well for her, because one little tablet has the power of 8 oranges in it. So it's super highly concentrated, more so than the ones you find over the counter. So that's probably what I would recommend to her just to start. And I think in a couple months, she'll really see a difference in her immune system, truly. And if she doesn't, some of us are a little bit more deficient. She might need to add in, we have a packet called the Phyto Defense, and that is a little pricier, but it has 3 of those carotenoid complexes. It has one cruciferous plus, which is all of the green vegetables concentrated. And then it has one of the flavonoid complex, which is berries. So it has like 15 different berries in it, not just elderberry. It has elderberry in it, which is very popular for immune system, but it has 15 other in there. And so it's worth every penny because it truly does boost the immune system so well. So I always recommend people do the breakfast pack for 3 months. And then if they don't see any results, then to implement other things.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to mention about the Phyto Defense. That's the one that actually I was taking for months right before I got pregnant. And the day after I found out I was pregnant, we got COVID. And I was like, I don't feel anything. And my mom was throwing up, having diarrhea, just was so sick. Dylan was throwing up, diarrhea, was so sick. I'm over here pregnant. And I was like, well, good thing I was taking Phyto Defense because I felt nothing. Not my temp was completely normal. And we didn't know how my body was going to react since I was pregnant and very early on. But thankfully, and I really do say it's them, because anytime people are starting to get sick, I start taking them and I don't feel anything. And people around me are sick and I feel bad, but I'm also like, I've never felt so good.
Which one was that? I know you told Cassidy. Which one was that one?
The Phyto Defense.
Okay.
It has 3 carotenoids. Yeah. The one cruciferous and one flavonoid. That it's a powerful one. I love that one.
We'll have Solomia send over a cart to her so that she can, see all the products that we're recommending, because I know it can be like a little overwhelming, but we'll have Solomia send her a little cart and she can see like everything that we're recommending. And we can even send her this recording so she can sit in and she can listen to everything that we talked about too. So.
Okay. And I did have one other question for myself.
Yeah, of course.